Hey, let's play with the pancake frame, but also add a couple goodies in here and make a snowman themed wreath. Come on in and get comfy. This one's going to be maybe a little bit long, so I'll get started. Let us know if you're watching the replay that you're watching the replay and where you're watching from. I always like to know where we are reaching. So come on in. I'm going to set this aside for now, and I'm going to start with some 21-inch mesh. We're going to record this above our head, so I may be talking to both of us, just so that you know, but I like to record it so that y'all get a really good view, and then I upload it on our YouTube channel. So hold on one second, let me open this up for them. Hey everyone, let's make a stuffed pancake frame wreath with our super cute snowman sign. I love the sign. Very lots of different greens in there that we could pull from, but we're going to start with our 21-inch mesh, and we're going to add in some things. So we're going to add the big zip tie mounts. How are you? Come on in. I'm going to add these to all of our spots. So I like to use the pine when we are adding in like more or gluing in things, because it's a little stronger than the pipe cleaner. So I just start with that. So come on in. Hey, from Texas, Maryland. Oh, that's cool. I just saw a picture of what Maryland, is that what I'm thinking of? Maryland looks like in the fall. Beautiful. Yes. Hey, I'm good, Cher. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. Keeping busy. I just finished another recording for the tree decorating class, which I'm excited about. I'm just going to add these in one by one. Right to all the spots. It's been a while since I worked on the 14-inch frame. Hey, Joyce. I've been working on the 10-inch frame for so long. In the last couple months, it's weird to work on the 14-inch. Oh. Hey, Kimberly. What is new? What's going on? What's new with y'all? Keep me company. Hey, Cheryl. There are so many. When I say so many, I mean so many things going on behind the scenes. I cannot wait to tell y'all about all the stuff. Lots of fun things. Kathleen from Louisiana. How is your friend doing? Which friend? Heather? I joined the tree class. This will be my third tree class. Awesome, Lois. Thank you, Joyce. I'm going to pin that right now. Learnfrommelissa.com. Thank you, dear. So if you're looking for the link for the pancake frame, our favorite tools, the link to the upcoming tree class, you can find it over at learnfrommelissa.com. Did it pin? Let me see. I thought it pinned it. Oh, yeah, it says pinned. Okay. Yeah, the link directly for this frame you can find over at learnfrommelissa.com. Okay, we're going to make a big one, so stay with me. I'm going to start with a 21-inch. Start with a 21-inch, and I'm going to just let it drop down here because I am. It's fine. And let's start on the inside. Yeah, this is a pancake frame, and there's a direct link for the frame where you can find it over at learnfrommelissa.com. So if you want to check that out, you totally can. So I'm just going to make poofs first. So we're going to fill this. We're going to add some stuff. And so I like to, when I do that, I like to add more mesh than just a pancake, just a pancake wreath. And so we're going to add it a little bit more in there. But I like to start with a 21-inch. Donna, she's doing good. Her surgery So I don't know if you heard, my friend who everybody has been praying for over the last year or so, who had breast cancer. That's all good. Everything is good there. However, now she has thyroid cancer, and she has surgery on the 29th. So on Monday, a week from yesterday. This mesh is a, it's like a brown and a white mixed. Where do I find your live recordings of the small pancake? You can find those over on our YouTube. Because Facebook only holds videos now for 30 days until they go away. So you want to check out the YouTube channel. The official Pancake Petite video is there. I think it's catching on stuff underneath it. It's fine. So I don't know if you've ever seen me make a pancake wreath nice and big, but we're going to make a biggie. And then most of the supplies we're using today are from the wreath supply box. So you can check that out. That link is also over at learnfrommelissa.com. So I get a monthly box every month that is like inspiration. It's not necessarily a wreath kit, but it's like a mix of things. And usually exclusive pieces designed by our team, or by the deco team. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to hold that. I'm not going to let go. I'm going to keep going in the next layer, okay? The snowman is like a, he's not like a stark white in the sign. He's like an off-white, kind of creamy. He's got a lot of green, a lot of red. And so we kind of just going to bring those in. Hey, Tammy. How are you, dear? I saw you last night, too, or yesterday afternoon. So I just recorded all the, well, not all. I just recorded some bows for the tree class. Some. It was a 40-minute video. Can you find what to spray on wreaths to protect them? I never do. In the very beginning of my wreath making, I did a little test of my own to see like if it was helpful or not. To me, it wasn't. And so I don't even go through that extra step at all, ever. I did one thing and that was it. Learning nukes. I'm gonna. Awesome, Auntie. That's fantastic. Good for you. Hey, Eileen. Auntie, that's fantastic. Okay, so we're gonna add the 21-inch and then the 10-inch. Y'all, if you haven't already shared this video, I would really appreciate it if you help us and shared so that everyone knows we are live and hanging out and working. Oh, thanks, Karen. I'm glad you're here. Donna's here from Ontario. Hey, Ruth. I love all your hearts going on. Okay, there we go. Okay, last one in. And then we'll go in with some 10-inch. Ooh, don't cut your fingers, Melissa. I'm going to keep this, though. Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to keep this because we have a little bit left, and every single little bit, you know me, every single little bit counts. So I'm going to keep that on its roll. And so when I'm going to use this mesh again, and I have a fresh roll, I'll be able to use this up and pick up right where I left off. So I am going to leave that just like that. Hey, Chris, how are you? Velma. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. Then next, okay, just remember, this is our inspiration with our snowman here. Then we're going to go in with, let me move these out of the way a little bit. We're going to go in with, it's 20 inches, little tiny cruffles. Little tiny cruffles. And we're just going to add those in. fill us up. So we're gonna add a little bit of gold to our wreath. A little bit of gold. Oh yes. So I don't know if you saw, we added some bonuses to our tree decorating class. We added a tabletop tree. We added a pencil tree, and we added a discussion on like tree installs. So 3 great big giant bonuses, which I'm really excited about. So I've been working on those, getting materials and stuff for that. Oh, thank you, Jackie. I appreciate you for saying that. Sometimes things are tough. You just gotta push through. Gotta push through. Okay. So I love this mesh. It's like a really pretty red. It's got a gold foil going through it. Absolutely love. This was part of the supply box, which was nice. Again, it was an exclusive, so created just for the supply box, which was even better. Thank you, Joyce. I appreciate that, dear. Thank you, Shelly. I'm up to 107 pounds down. 107 pounds down. I was telling someone today, I'm equally proud and embarrassed. But it's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. We just gotta remember to not go back, right? We're not gonna go backwards. We're not gonna go backwards. Forwards only. Yesterday, Addison and I the boys were at soccer. Aaron had Grayson at soccer, and so just Addison and I, we went for a walk, and then we came home. You know, sometimes I can feel the loss, and sometimes I can't feel the loss. Yesterday, after our walk, we were like doing floor work. We were in the living room on the floor doing like leg work and stuff. Then I did not feel the loss. I was like, are you on a metal? No, I am on the pancake frame. The pancake frame can do so much, y'all. Why are you embarrassed? I am embarrassed because I let myself get to that in the first place. Like I used to be I still was like not thin, but I used to be very fit. You know, always working with weights, always in the gym, just always. And then for a very long time, I just stopped all of it. So I'm happy to be back. I mean, I understand, you know, going through and understanding and realizing and you know, analyzing and all those things. I understand how it got there and why. We're just going to avoid that in the future. We're just going to not do that. Our wide ribbon. You mean this stuff? This is mesh. So this specifically came in a supply box that I get every month. But if you're looking for like where we buy it normally, you can find a list of our suppliers, of all of our favorite suppliers. If you go over to learnfrommelissa.com, there's a list over there that you can check out. And it's got all of our favorites. Like all of our, you know, all of where we normally buy from. But this mesh is really pretty. This, again, it was exclusive to the supply box. I don't know if they had any left, but how many rolls? So I didn't use a full roll of either. I didn't use a full roll of the 21, and I'm not using a full roll of this. I'm telling you, the pancake frame helps. It helps with everything. And as you can see, as soon as we're done, you'll be able to see it makes a super big, beautiful, nice wreath. Don't be discounting my pancake frame. I'm an emotional eater. I love chocolate. Well, you have to make a decision. Don't get me wrong. I still put a couple of chocolate chips sometimes in my yogurt and my strawberries, but you know, it's just a everyday decision. Make sure I'm going to the grocery store. Make sure I have berries. Make sure I have cooked vegetables. Want to make sure ahead of time. Because if I'm not ready ahead of time, I'm in trouble. I have to make, this is just, let me get that out of the way. This isn't just a like, hey, I'm on this new diet situation. This is a, hey, I kind of want to be strong when I'm old because, you know, I'm taking care of my uncle who is, I feel like, deteriorating, you know, as he gets older and all those things. And so I want to be able to take care of myself. Like, oh my goodness. I had bariatric surgery 12/24. The first 2 months were rough because I only could down with smoothies. I can't read the rest of that, but I feel you. I totally feel you. Yes, I am. We are doing fast track check-in is tonight. So I'm using 2 ribbons. Again, here's our sign. Ooh, here's our sign. So the gold ribbon was part of the supply box. It's a lifestyle, totally is. Sorry guys, let me get that out of there. Focus, do not disturb. Quiet. Here. Can you still hear me? Hope that didn't change things. I hope you can hear me still. Sorry for that interruption. Off the top of your head, how much the rolls of ribbon are? It can vary. It can vary from, I'd say, I don't know. It could vary, depending on where you're buying from and what discount you're using. But it can vary from $5 to $12 sometimes. Yeah, tell them to not do that. Tell them to not do that. Say, I love you, but let's go for a walk instead. Right? Grayson now, when he doesn't have soccer, him and I go for a walk. When Addison doesn't have soccer, her and I go for a walk. And by walk, I mean, like the kids, well, Addison does actually walk with me, but Grayson is rollerblading, he's on a scooter, he's on his hoverboard, like he's doing kid stuff. He's, getting in my way, making me slow down. Stinker. Diane's leaving. I made a lot of bad choices for a long time, and I made a lot of changes in my mind first. I know that might sound weird, but I made a lot of changes in my mind first, before I made any physical changes. And then I think that really did me a lot of good because I had a plan. I wasn't just going at it, blindly. I had a very specific deal I wanted to do. I made some very drastic decisions, and I have not regretted one, and I'm not looking back at all. Okay, I love this combination. Also, it is on a pancake frame, and we're making a nice big wreath. Okay. Just because it's a pancake frame doesn't mean it can't be a big one. I'm just saying. I know the frames are in stock right now. So I chose a snowman theme for our big tree for the decorating class. I'm excited about that. Fun black, white, and red. I think I might be adding a little touch of silver. Maybe a little touch of silver. It's going to be super pretty. Hey, Teresa. Shelly, you can do it. Listen, I'm going to say this to you all. Hear me very clearly. Hear me very clearly. I say this to myself at least once a day. At least once a day. I say, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. So if you think you can't, then you can't. If you think you can, you'll find a way and you can. What does Tammy say? Stinking thinking? So anything I do this to myself. I'm not joking you. Every day. If I say, oh, I'm going to do this, you can do that. We can do that. If you think you can, you can't. If you think you can't, you can't. Because if you think you can't, then you're not going to try to find ways to do it. If you think you can, you're going to try to find ways to do it. So I know my scale is at least going to tell me I'm 150 at one day. In my working forward everyday future. This is going to happen. At least. Okay, so pretty. 2 layers. Yes, that's what we're here for. Community, we're gonna support each other. 100%. It's gonna go there. All right, let's get some glue out here. Let's go with this first. So in the supply box was 2 of these, which is very cool because for me, I like to work in 6 or 12 for the pancake frame, right? If I'm doing the pancake petite, I need 6 of something. Or if I'm doing the 12-inch pancake or 14-inch pancake, I need 12 of something. But in this case, we're just going to work with the top layer, which is also possible. So I needed 6 still. Hey, Julie. Hey, Kathy. How are y'all? Okay, so we're working on a nice big pancake, full. I'm working on also a couple of tree designs for clients in the background. So this has been a very busy week. We have fast track check-in tonight. Which means I have to walk with my kid early. Hey, Monica. Hey, darling. I'm going to just spread these out and give these a little life. So it has the little gold tips in there, those little gold things, little flowers that's matching our gold here. And so I'm just going to spread those out and get them ready. We're going to put them right in. I know it's kind of like a green, you know, maybe even a little weird maybe to put into the Christmas snowman, but I think it's going to go just perfectly, adding a little bit of green. Something different other than pine. Doesn't always have to be pine. But we're going to make sure it goes right into the center. I'm going to spread those out, get them ready. And then we have some stuff we're going to glue in. Your doctor gave you what? I can't see that. Pouring here. Oh my gosh. The kids and I got stuck in the rain twice. Once right after soccer this weekend, and then once when we were out walking. What in the world? And then I forgot I had my meta glasses on. So at first, I took them off and put them in my hand, which I can't see because they're also prescription. And then I forgot that I had a hoodie, so I put my hoodie on. So fun. Do you do a tutorial every month with the resupply box? Yeah, this is the tutorial we're doing this month with the resupply box. I didn't do an opening. I get 2 boxes. And so I'm still going to record a box like with everything that's in it. And then do a little tutorial with that. But this is from most of the stuff from this month's box. The sign, the florals, the ribbon, the mesh. Okay, let's get this in. Let's get these in. Okay. And I'm just going to go in right on top. And twist, because here's the deal. Underneath this, I'm going to just put that kind of underneath there, but over. What was I just going to say? Over this is going to be our sign, our bow. So I'm not worried about what it looks like. So we're just going to take that mesh one way or another and just hide it underneath there. Put it on top. You won't see that anyway, so I'm not worried about it. Okie dokie. These nice little gold flowers. See the little gold specks on the top. Super cute. You have a difficult time gluing things in the mesh. So you want to make sure when you're gluing that you're getting right into like all the creases. And we talk about that in coaching. Also in design school, we are, making sure you're understanding all the places that we have created so that you can glue in. Very important that you're not just gluing like to the mesh. You're going in with a specific spot for the end destination, right? You don't want it to just be hanging out with a mesh because that will come apart. What are you doing with that? Hey, Lena. So just because it's a pancake frame does not mean, y'all remember a while ago when we made that great big giant pink Santa wreath? And then we went in and we made one with a great big giant red Santa. That was all on a pancake frame. All on a pancake frame. You are definitely an inspiration. I have lost 37. Awesome! That's fantastic. Way to go, Julie. Keep it going. Yeah, mindset is important. Slow is definitely good. I can tell you my loss has started to slow up for a couple of reasons, which I'm very aware of. I started working out in the gym to get a little bit more strong on purpose. And so my scale is going to slow up. Whereas I'll still, be shrinking, but my scale is going to slow up. It's totally fine. I eat perfect. I'm not worried, concerned. I'm not anything. Not anything. It's going to be just fine. I need one more piece of wire. I eat clean. I stay focused. I'm on a mission. Okay, our sign is metal, so I'm going to use our little pokers here to poke in and just give us a little spot. And because it's so like spotty, I think you won't even be able to tell like where we put it in. But I still am going to try to go like right above these little things here in his scarf. I'm going to try to go right along that. Like if you look at it from the side, you can tell the pokes. Oopsie. You can tell the pokes that are there, which is also fine. But like looking at it straight on, I kind of want to have it just hidden a little bit. And then also before you take your pictures with these metal signs, make sure you're wiping off your little fingertips, your little finger. Yeah, see, you can't even see that. You can't even see it at all. How do I get notifications when you go live? Ooh, let me show you. Let me show you specifically. Let me show you. Whoopsie, let me turn that off first. Okay, if you go to Facebook, Sincerely Creative Mom, so right where you are, I'm going to show you. This is important. If you go to, yeah, Kathy, building muscle is super, super important for a list of reasons. So we're here on Sincerely Creative Mom, right? If I go right here to this spot and I click on see more, it'll bring you to the post. There's a link there. It's through Facebook. This is how when I go live, you'll get a message that is the link directly to the video, exactly right to your Facebook Messenger. This is the best way to get notifications, okay? So it's just that first spot. It's the first, when you're on our page and you go to Facebook and you type in Sincerely Creative Mom and you click there, it's the first thing you come to right there. So if you want a notification when we go live, make sure you're signing yourself up for that, okay? Perfect. Okay, so speaking of now look, you can't see. You can see it there, yes? You can see it. But look, can you see it there? It's going to blend in. It's going to blend in. I can't wait for the snowman tree either, Bob. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be so great. It's going to be so great. So our tree decorating class is October 6th through the 9th. It is virtual, so you can watch from anywhere in the country, which is awesome. And it's not like if you can't watch the lives, then you'll miss it. Like I just signed up for a class very recently, and it was, I didn't know. I didn't read. That's why I didn't read. It was live only, so you sign up for the class, and it was pricey, and you could only watch the lives. The replays were only for like the bonus stuff that was in it. Look at this, is not my happy face. I was distraught. All right, I'm gonna go right in here and pull that through. Friday, 227 pounds, losing 130. Oh my gosh, Julie. That's fantastic. Wow. That is so great. That's such a good feeling. It's such a good feeling. I was getting on the scale once a week. I can't do that. I gotta get on the scale every day. And today, it doesn't bother me, like I don't get in a bad mood or anything. I just want to know, like I just want to know. And today, this morning, I was like, man, I feel like maybe I might be bloated. I feel like, probably, I don't know. And the first thing I do is check myself. Like, okay, what did your day look like yesterday? What could have made you feel this way? Nothing. Drank all my water, everything's good. Okay, so whatever it says, then it's something else going on, which is fine. Because, that happens now. It didn't before, but now it does. And so I was like, all right, I've been getting on the scale every day. I'm like, I don't want to be surprised. Like when I feel different, I want to know what's going on. So I got on the scale, still lost. I was like, oh, sweet, okay. Sometimes I surprise myself. Anyways, being healthy is something it's people previously in my life, including my grandmother, she would say, and other people, but she would say, this is a little bit obsessive. Because I would be, before I'd be like really into it. It's a little bit obsessive, little girl, she'd say. Little girl, it's a little bit obsessive. And I think about it now, maybe I was a little bit over the top then, and I'm not that way now, but I mean, it is important to be kind of a little bit obsessed about your health, right? Making sure you don't get out of line, you're not, you know, all your blood work is good, all that stuff. Kind of important. All right, before we add in glue stuff, let's make a bow. Before we add in glue stuff, let's make a bow. Let's set this aside for just one. So here we are yet so far. I can, I'll post my scale, the one that I've been using more recently. I'll post that. It tracks like a whole bunch of stuff, which is something I never had before, and it's fantastic. Okay. I'm going to start with a snowman. So this wasn't from this supply box, but it was from a supply box. It was from the December one last year, and I still had it left over. So we're going to use that in this one. And let me just see here really quick. Sorry, let me just do this really quick. It's not going to be too big. Thank you. We have some things to still put in it still, but it's a good start. Nice inspiration. Right now I'm uploading bow tutorials for the tree class, which is super good. We have the tree topper, a really good sale idea. I know, I love this. This was a really good one. So we're going to go from here to you know me in plaid. Just gotta. This is a little bit different green, but I think it goes just fine. Yes, this one's a 4-inch. Yes, love it. And then we're going to add in the green, except for we're going to do 2 on this one. I've never really been into snowmen, and this year, again, I think probably because we chose the snowman theme for the tree decorating class, I think it is, I think it's growing on me. So it's really fun, it's whimsical, and honestly, the more I look and ask around, like lots of people decorate with snowmen. Snowmen are like a thing. So, I mean, that's good too. It's a popular thing. I mean, when they have the whole theme somewhere, you know, when it's all like snowmen or something, then you know, it's like they did I think peacocks are still, the peacock theme is still a thing. That's not my thing, but still a thing. Anyways. Do I want this? Hold on. Do I want this? Oh yeah. The sage 4-inch snowman ribbon is in my favorite ribbon. Oh yes. Yeah, it was a really nice one. Even so I had to make a choice. I wanted to have kids forever and ever and ever. And finally when I had kids, and then that's when I started like really decorating trees. And then I was like, oh, I have all the kids stuff, and like I want to have this like really cool designer tree. Like I want to do that. And so I quickly had to, be okay with, figuring things out and doing it both ways, right? So I figured out a way to blend it in and make it work nicely. I like it. I think it works well. And then we are going to add a little bit of this gold, but we're going to add a little tiny bit. Just a little tiny bit. And then this, yes, Snowmen do sell. And then this year, I think, I'm not sure, but I think this year I will sell my tree, sell the tree as a kit. I think. I'll open that up to the people in class first. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that'd be fun. Anyway, all right, let me get a zippy tie. I'm going to lift this up here. Does your daughter like to decorate like you? She does. She does. Actually, the tree, I don't know if you saw it, the post, I think it was today, the tree that we put up for New Year's Eve. I'm going to say it's very simple. I know you might look at it and be like, that's simple. It is a very simple design, and she does it. She does the tree. We've done it together 2 years in a row now, but for the most part, she does it. I just sit. I sit. I try my hardest to sit. But she did a really good job. I mean, I don't want her to get on the ladder, so I do things on the ladder. Just because, she's not used to it, and I don't want to get hurt, so. All right, so I'm going to hold on to the back. But yeah, if she can find, the very simple instructions or, guide helpful, and I'm certainly proud of her tree. I don't know if y'all saw it, but it's very impressive. If she can do it, I know y'all can. There's easy ways to do trees, and then there's, designer professional ways that you can incorporate and add in. Just learning a couple steps. Nothing wrong with that. Okie dokie. Good morning. Thank you, Pam. You're so sweet. Thank you. Okay, so here's our bow. Really cute. Simple. All the things. Let's add that in. Boop. Again, just as a reminder, we're working on the pancake frame. I'm going to add that right up here. Up a little bit so that it's out of the way. Right there. Perfect. My daughter has to have surgery tomorrow. Due to a car accident. Oh, Julia, we'll be praying for her, dear. Hope everything goes nice and smooth. I'm sure it will. Positive it will. If we think it will, it will. If we think it won't, it won't. So we think it will. Just the way I live my life now. Think this is going to happen? It will. Okay, that's what's going to happen. It's going to be good. We have one last step. We're going to add in some glue things. Again, most of the items in this wreath came from our supply box, from the Deco supply box. If you want to know the link to that box and find out more information, you can check it out over at learnfrommelissa.com. I'm going to leave that snowman long too. I'm not going to even cut him. Like maybe I cut him there, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it just long, just like that. Perfect. Okay. Move these straight. Perfection. Okay, let's add a little glue. Let's add a little glue. Let's start with these. And 5 on each one. And again, this was also part of the box. And we had 2 of these in there, which is very nice. Easy to design with when there's 2. And we'll use all 10, why not? Okie dokie. So they're really pretty. Be calm for her, Julie. You got this. If you took a class from Sincerely Creative Mom a while back ago, you can always sign in to the website, and there's a module in each of the classes that say coupon code, so that's always there. Or you can find it in the Facebook group of that private class. Or if you're still not sure, you can email us. Or, I'm sorry, do not email us. You can text us, and then I can help you that way. I see someone responding about lights. I would never add lights. I personally would never add lights. They can get compromised very easy. You can turn them on. You ever heard of the story that where I made a whole huge garland? You heard the story? I made a whole huge garland and had the lights on while I was decorating. They were on. Unplugged it to move it. Put those babies back on. Didn't work. Garland was done. I was not a happy camper. Not a happy camper. This is really cool. I mean, there's only 10 of these, so we're going to go on the outside of each piece first, and then we'll make some decisions on the inside, because we'll be missing 2 on the inside. Any code can, yeah, any code. They all the same value. If you have any troubles, you can always text me. It's 810-498-2310. So the tree class has a special launch price that's happening right this second. It is an automatic $30 off the class price during launch. That price ends on October 3rd. So the class is $89. And right now it is available for $59. And if you've taken one of our classes before, you have an additional coupon that you can use. So that additional coupon is an actual code that you need. All right, so we added just 1 layer around the outside. Let's add a little bit more on the inside. I'm kind of digging it right there though, so let's do that under. All right, let's do that. I love teaching y'all, so I'm very much looking forward to, hey, I'm very much looking forward to the tree decorating class. This is now the 3rd year I've done it. I'm very proud of our teachings and our classes and our style and all that stuff. I appreciate y'all for joining, learning, applying, sending me pictures of your finished trees. Love. Since I get 2 boxes, I have extras of those that I'm going to run away right now and go grab it. And then we're going to put these in. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Thank you. Wait till you see the finished. Wait till you see it all finished. Hold on 1 second. So I get 2 of these boxes, 1 standard, 1 max. So in each box came 2 of those, but because I get 2 boxes, I got double. So we're going to use a little bit off of this one. We're going to use a little bit off of this one. The price for this box is fantastic. So I'm happy with getting 2. Oh, yeah. This came in the resupply box. Yep. Yes. And we're still going to put in those red, but look how pretty. Easy breezy. Love. Don't forget, I'm recording from above our heads, so we can go through and watch that after at a different angle. Then we're just going to take our red leaves. Look how pretty those are. Pretty. To be an itemized list for this. Oh no, I don't do itemized lists for lives, but I do itemized lists for our classes. So all the supplies we'll be using in the tree class, you will have access to the supply list for that after class is over. So any of the recordings that we have, like that beautiful fall garland that we did, that supply list is already in the class. But just for lives, typically I don't do a supply list. But this will be uploaded to YouTube, so you can always check that just in case I happen to have everything ready. Thanks, Cheryl. I love Veronica. Aren't they so great? All right. Oopsie. So the supply box came with 1 of those stems. 1 of those. So we're only going to use what we have. We're only going to use what we have. And there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so not quite enough, but also enough. Okay. Let's find a spot for them. Maybe we'll just go the 6 around the front. In the center. What do you think? I think that's a good idea. This is so cute. think I got a plan. They have this really pretty gold trim on the whole thing, around the whole edge of it, so it's really picking up that gold in there. It's really pretty. Trying to only get the long ones. I'm drinking my drink. My shrink drink. My shrinky drinky. Is that what you asked me? What I'm drinking? Y'all, I drink it every single day. Every day. I won't lie to you. Sometimes I do drink 2 of them a day because it's the only thing I drink. But even when I'm gone at the warehouse, at the workshop, even when I'm traveling, I make sure I bring it. Is that what you mean? This? I got a late start today. Okay, let me see how that looks. Love. Like a lot. I'll go back over here. Hey, Nicholas. Welcome. And I think I might put all 3 of the smaller ones right in the bow, so we'll use all of them. Where can you find the shrink drink? The link to it is at learnfrommelissa.com, but there's a whole bunch of products there, so if you want to know exactly what I take and what to order, you can text me, and I can send it to you. I don't think there's a recent post about it, which I'll have to do again. Those just absolutely elevated. Let's put this in. Right up in here. So I can still see it. Nothing wrong with that, right? Tina's having hers now too. Are you drinking it? Are you loving it? I did start using a few more of the company's products. Just like there's some things that like are good for your joints. There's some things like other things that are good for you, and I just have been trying and, you know, just trying, that I am absolutely loving so far. You know, sometimes you guys saw that post I made the other day about the fall tree. Sometimes it's like you build, right? You build one thing on top of the other. This is gorgeous. Just like we built this one thing on top of the other. We just built this. Let me pull these all out and I'll show you. So anyway, so some are like help you with your joints, help you with your muscles. Like some of those things I've been adding and trying some. Which is nice. Been a nice addition to my health journey for sure. Okay, ready? We made this together. We made this together in under an hour, by the way. How did I make that in under an hour? All on the pancake frame. I did record this from above our heads. I'm going to let go of those people. Thank you very much for watching. If you watch the replay and you enjoy this, please make sure you're subscribed and following us. I'll see you in the next video. I made this in under an hour. How is that possible? Look how pretty. Look at that. That is so, that's pretty. I love this. Very easy. Y'all, the pancake frame is not just for pancake wreaths. Please know that. And when you're making big wreaths or bigger wreaths like this, you're saving on cost with the amount of supplies you put in this one versus the big metal frames. I'm not saying the big metal frames are bad. I'm not. I'm saying this is a perfect size for everything. This is a perfect size for everything. You can make it a little bit bigger. You can make it a little bit smaller. You can add in florals. You can do everything you can do on the bigger ones. And it is a perfect, perfect size. So don't leave out your pancake frames when you're talking about or thinking about your wreaths. I love this. I love it. Y'all, it'll be available on our replay, our Facebook replay, and I did record above our head. So the above head view will be available over on our YouTube. I am so thankful for you. I'm happy and excited to be teaching the Christmas tree decorating class this year. If you want more information, you're looking for all the details, check it out over at learnfrommelissa.com. That's where our list of our directory is. Or if you don't want to look at everything else and you want to go straight to the class, you can check it out at melstreeclass.com, MELS treeclass.com, melstreeclass.com. I will, Kathy, put a hanger on it. If I try to hang it, this might be a really good thing. So if I try to hang it and the hanger doesn't go slide up underneath there real easily, then I'll add one of these as my hanger. I'll just make a little loop and add it. Okie dokie. All right, I enjoy having you. Make sure you are sharing and all those things so that the video can still go after our replay is over or after our live is done. And I will see you again. Today's Tuesday. I will see you in the fast track class tonight. If you were in the fast track, we're not wrapping that up. We're just continuing to check in with each other. So I'll see you in the fast track class tonight. And then I'll see you again tomorrow. Okie dokie. Bye, y'all.